across the entire map. It doesn't really matter where the circles go. Very often you see Omar can make it to end game, and that's got to tell you. So that's got to tell you that obviously that's one of the teams who have really figured out how this map plays out. So now let's see as we head on over to Sanok for that one time, and then 3 times after that over on Erankle. And well, I mean, we're on a new patch. Technically, we're on a new patch. So I mean, it's not one of the big patches, but it's a small new patch. So maybe we'll see some interesting circles. This one shouldn't go alpha. You never know with plane paths and all how they impact. Also, Northern Lights not being in the finals. That should be FaZe Clan getting a free pie none. We saw last week that Northern Lights actually, when they were playing, and that forced FaZe Clan to go loot elsewhere. This time around, though, seems like they are indeed opted to go here. FaZe, will he force out Sunka? Seems like he will. He is taking the compound, but Sunka is going in with him, or is he? Little indecisive, it seems, in his parachute as to where to go. FaZe gets his compound, and there's a lot of teams on the center east side. 10 more seconds to go until circle 1 will pop. But look at this. So one team will play, and I think it's N1. They'll be playing as 3. That's why I see 63 on the server. They already reported that before the game started, and that's fair enough. Let's see. Circle is gonna go north. Is this gonna be a WTSG 13 kill win? We'll see. But great success, like everything that goes in this little curve here, it looks like when you have the sports cars and they have to blanket over them, you know what I mean? Like over there. That's the Batmobile, maybe. That's what it could be too. I can never unsee the Batmobile. They'll be able to potentially get a good game up there. They do have N1 right next to them though, and that could be a little bit of a troublesome situation. We don't have Omagan here today, and that's one of the things to me that is going to make this very fun, because Omagan is a team that normally likes to do the same thing, and they have great success doing so. In these circles in particular, they'd be pushing up to this compound, try to push further forward and get more control, but now they're not here. That's not going to happen at all. Let's see down towards the south. Blaze already losing players. Snip, they, I believe, lost 1 or 2 as well, so only 1 down so far. That's Luke, who's fallen, but they've found 1, and well, Apocalypse is in the cave still, so he's not really gonna have any impact, and sorry to say it, but Laza is no more. So the remaining 3 Blaze players will have to find somewhere else to go, and now Nanvik finds Explicit, and if worse comes to worse, they're already in trouble because they have WGSG on the other side, as I say that. And Sig does find Sam too, though. Iro takes 1 in return, and now Insig is all on his own. 1 player left alive very, very early on. Iro sprays on through, tags him up. You gotta reload. Click, click, click. That's a sound you don't want to hear. He's trying to make a run back. Might be able to get his teammate back up on his feet. We'll see. Soy is down. Will it be able to get up? There is time for now. Iro isn't over-aggressing or anything, so he's gonna buy time for Samsy to get rest. I think that's their main concern right now. You can see Samsy still being knocked. Miracle is going for the rest. We're cheating. We have wall hack on. We can see everything. Report me if you want to. Then you have Monster take over the top as well. He could be, he could end up having a little bit of impact on this. But seems like the rest did come up. A team that started as 3, now down to 2, but they do get to stay alive, at least for now. Ends Kit Kat running in side by side, and they're backtracking a team that's already making their way up to the first roadblock. And that's the main issue with this map. I mean, once you have one team that sits tight in the compound, that just, it creates a traffic jam of teams trying to make their way in the M249. We don't see it too often. It's a little interesting, actually, considering how, I mean, it's a world spawn now. So considering that, you see surprisingly few of them in competitive play. I don't know if it's people that don't like them or just don't find them, but you see surprisingly few. Let's see FaZe, where are they going? I would think FaZe will want to wrap east, but that might actually be too late. I've seen FaZe do these east side rotations a lot of times before, and it seems like they are opted to go through Crawley again, but will they commit to it or won't they? We'll know in a short moment. Serbian and Skewy running over the top. Ends, they've heard and seen them, but they don't seem, as to say that, I was gonna say they don't seem to be too fussed about engaging it. They are running as fast as they can. Wait for us. We just want to talk with you. Do you speak the language of death? And there it is. Diggory finds the first. Rustenmar is looking to try and see if he can get a piece of it. Spot Skewy. There. Last bullet in the chamber. It's going to get the knock. Skewy falls as well. Squeaky is trying to push underneath. Sonka and Poro. You're 2v4 now against the Finnish team who wants some more. They're getting shot at now as well, though. Diaz and Wanderer, winners of last game. Team Phantom looking over the top. That nade should take down Skewy. Nope, didn't. Sonka down to low HP. Forced back inside. Has the M249. We'll see if the big beast gun can get the better of NC. And then you have Poro. He needs to have a good side angle. Oh, he doesn't want to shoot. Wait for him to go into the open. I like the read. Just wait a little while longer. Has the laser sight. Very, very good, by the way. Perfect. Amazing sight for this situation. Can you not find Squeaky? I don't think he can. Oh, there he is. Hello, Squeaky. Tack, tack, tack. No flashes yet. Rustenma wrapping around the side. I think Poro saw a nice play by him to try and get away, but Tixu able to get him before he vaults in. Sonka is the last guy on the wall here. Has the QPU in hand. The jungle laser alongside the slaughter gun. Yeah, good night, Squeaky. Heard you moving around. 75 bullets, finds 2. Ends, that's not good. Finds 3. No, not 3. Now he's on fire. 2-0, he falls. Oh my lord, Tixu down to 1 HP, and Diggory got tagged up as well. That could have gone a whole other way, but fortunately for them, it didn't. Let's see now. WGSG trying to hold off. Liquid already made their way up here. Iro falls. Samty is down for the second time, and look at how much attention this attracts from other teams. Elgi, actually a team, come to think of it, has had some pretty decent success on this map too. Let's see. Samty is inside. Vard is playing spoiler, but he might be taken out by the not fair players on the other side if they see him. Yep, that was just gonna say. Just gonna say they might get eyes on, and indeed they do. So Miracle and Samty left alive as the sole remaining players for WTSG. Headshot comes in from Norkis. Wants the flash as well, and there they go. Okay. So the buffet is open. It seems your usual succeeding players on this map, especially in this area of the map, Omar and the likes of WTSG, are no more. One of them never were here to begin with, but this is gonna mean that, there's a very open buffet for any other team to come in and take it. And well, as expected, I didn't think they actually would rotate east around this late in the game, but FaZe did manage to get to their compound. They've played this one a lot of times before. Navi down towards the south. They'll be happy that they don't have Omagan pushing towards them, and now once again ends fighting. They lost 2 already, and they're going to find even more. 7 kills confirmed for the Finns as they make their way towards the next circle. They do have Team Phantom just on the other side, ready and waiting, though. You would have to think that Wanderer is going to go down towards the road and hold off and make sure they can't cross, but no, it doesn't seem like they want to overcommit to it. Buster and D-Match aren't really there to help, so it's effectively just a 2v2. Could go either way. All 4 players are very, very skilled fraggers, so you don't want to have issues there. Odin up towards the north finds a pizza. Damage is being lopped on. Damage nade's being lopped on over, but nothing connecting. Odin should be able to get the first hit off. Indeed, he does. Liquid are going full jungle warfare. They don't have the eyes on their opponents, and now might be in trouble. EB falls, but K-Mine gets one in return. That's going to slow down the aggression from Not Fair. K-Mine prone down. Connects a few. Mexi is running for the rest. They have James back on the other side, trying to have impact on this one as well, I believe. No, that's actually not him. That's Doozy. Where is... Did James die without me seeing? When did James die? He did die. Huh, I never noticed when that happened. More nates being thrown forward. L-kick. What's better than a third-party opportunity? You tell me. Norkis and Morpheus, they're running forward. I think Glutony is aware. No, he has no clue. He's sprinting. He has no clue. There's a team literally on the other side of this rug. They have no clue. Neither of them know. Oh no. They don't know. They don't know that Glutony is right here. They're all sprinting, so they muffled each other's footsteps. They have no idea. There's literally a guy on the other side. I mean, Gluttony knows now, but they have no clue that Gluttony is there. Will he have heard it now? He's walking around. Yeah, Norgis knows now. Norgis is aware. And there's a guy just on the other side. Question is if Gluttony knows that there are two. Where's the flank around? Uno finally coming to help, but he's gonna get seen from the side. He falls. Odin goes as well. Gluttony is by himself. Nanvik is not in a position to really help right now. Oh no, 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 Gluttony, you knew he was there. You knew he was right there. Tries to get the flush confirmed. Does manage to do so, but falls immediately in return. And now it's just Nanvik left alive. 1v everyone. And he's gonna go. Marcelik connects the headshot with the SLR, and down goes Not Fair. It looked for a second like they might be able to bring it home, but nope. Nope, didn't work out their way. A lot of teams down towards the south now, trying to hold off. Blaze still in the blue. Ooh, that's gonna be troublesome. And yeah, of course it goes straight there, as we said. Right up to where we expected it to go. Because circles are not predictable these days. Wanderer finds Diggory. Tixu is the last remaining player. Fancy pink outfit. Ain't gonna keep him alive. Wanderer finds the second, ends eliminated. They did manage to get 8 kills though, so everything considered, an 8-point game on Sanhok is pretty. I mean, you'll take that, no matter how you obtain those 8 points. 8 points on Sanhok is pretty damn decent. Kit Kat, first time we see the not really first, but one of the first times we see the M249 being put to use in terms of kills. The flush does come in. Rip falls. Apocalypse and a teammate trying to drive off. They'll be safe for now. How much longer? I can't really tell you. Are they up in to go? Yes, they're going for the center shack. Full speed center. Blaze utilizing some DA strategies, it seems. Maybe they borrowed the playbook from Sixmo. That's something we've seen. Maybe that's just more of a Turkish thing. I know that Team Liquid kind of does the same thing, but they do it earlier. Some Turkish teams, I mean, of course, DA has kind of become famous for quote-unquote DA rotations, which, to be fair, when you say a DA rotation, it's usually set with somewhat of a negative intention when saying it. But to be fair, there are actually surprisingly many times where a quote-unquote DA rotation has worked out really well. So I know some people might want to use it for banter and BM and stuff like that, but you cannot say that word. You cannot say BM DA rotation and expect it to be a negative thing, because believe me, Sixmo has had some great success with those rotations very often. So it's, to me at least, it makes perfect sense that they try it every now and again to just send it center. When they do, they normally do it when there's the most chaos, and that's why it seems so wild when they send it into the middle. But they utilize the fact that everyone else is fighting to try and get a center position while everyone is looking elsewhere. Soxy did get a teammate knocked, but he's there to return damage. Nate's now locked in. Let's see. Bounce. Woo! Soxy falls. 249. Still being put to use. Kemba and Tap. Bestadog is trying to come around this side to help as well. Diaz is holding off against teams on this side. Soxy tries to get away, but it ain't gonna happen. They have the roof, they have the high ground, they have the vision on you. Eat that nade. Just one left alive, and I'm not even gonna try to mention his name. Good thing I don't have to. Kit Kat, they get eliminated. Circle. Hard shifts down towards the south. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see here. Tornado Energy finds Diaz. Example is knocked. D-Match is shishing the other side. Wanderer is down as well, so it's a 3v2, but split on two sides. Adusi needs help, and now Aliyah is coming to provide it, but they're making it from one 1v1 straight into another 1v1 here. D-Mash looking over the top. Can't quite get the angle. Entropy in the meantime holding up great against FaZe Clan. D-Mash down to low HP. Catches Aliyah reloading. They both have to reload now, and finally that brawl comes to an end. There's still more players to beat up with, though. It's Buster, last remaining player for Phantom, trying to stay alive. 8C falls to a nade from Flammy. First face eliminated as well, and out goes Team Phantom, just short of placement points. So winners of last game All short here, and once again as well over towards the east. It's Uber and Gustav who are left alive to try and see what they can do. In what will be a tough crossing, I would think, for Gustav. He is being kind of pinned down by 3 players. He needs some help in order to make the run in from here. Hell's Eyes on Sunny, a good knock here could be the difference maker. All entropy players looking towards them. Ow. That's a body shot with a bolt action. Hear it. Wow, 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 wow. Blue is moving in. Uber trying to help out his teammate as best as he can, but they know they're in trouble. And finally, there's the first knock. Maybe that'll help out. Maybe that's what's going to allow for him to cross the road. We'll see. Gustav, he technically doesn't have to cross the road. He can stay down towards the south. Unfortunately for him, Navi ain't really looking to engage on it out towards the east. I think they have their hands full trying to hold the center position. Still looking towards that east side. Sunny does fall. Lammy is inside the circle now, and oh, Uber falls. That's not good. That is not good at all, and I think that's Gustav calling it quits. Has to wrap around, has to get safe inside the circle elsewhere, and he's gonna make a rotation to try and get safe inside. Elgic wrapped up a few kills so far. Make that 6. Morpheus has fallen already, and they have Liquid ahead of them. One more hard shift. It's gonna force them to, well, probably cross the road. These endings are always tough to play. And let's see, Tornado Energy, a team that lands and loots in Paradise already, should have a pretty simple time holding off. Having said that, though, let's see. K-Mine got the flush and Orcus from above, and I think that's a pretty good spot by Liquid to know that there's a team waiting, because I think that's where Ibiza and Mexi initially wanted to rotate towards, and now they know there's a team sitting there, so I have to go back and play the other side. I think they wanted to wrap around like this and enter from here, but because K-Mine got the knock or the flush on one of the L-Kick players, they now know there's a team sitting down there. Gustav on a wide rotation south around. Melman and Aaliyah, they have all the room in the world for the roof. They can see everything from here. They can see absolutely everything from here. Eb falls down. Rest should be possible. As I say that, he does have a tree, but it's not granting him a whole lot of favors right now. Mexi, do you have a smoke? And even if you do you want to... Nope, you don't. If it's a false, K-Mine and Mexi left alive on their own. Navi, somewhat sender compound. Example down towards the south. That's a sneaky Gustav pushing up. How will Gustav be able to play from here? Is he just going to prone it out? Yes. Not for much longer. Example finds him. 7 teams left alive as we make it further into placement points. Oh, Beetle, do you want a crate? Right there. It's right there in the blue. Is it worth it? Probably not. What is he missing out on? Like Rosa in this situation wouldn't be the worst. AWM full level 3. I don't even know if you want that. Yeah, you probably do. Who wouldn't want the AWM? I know that it's all about the DMRs and stuff, but that one shot, boom, AWM is pretty damn scary. Also, just it's a destroyer of vests. So if you can get it, or you can get some good tags in, you know that they're gonna be limited in terms of Kevlar whenever you have to fight them close range later. That can really come in handy. Best of luck. Finds one. That nade is going to erupt on through. You'd think it's going to do damage. No, actually it doesn't. Tap from the side. Looks uphill. Can't find anything. They need a lot of help. Maybe Game Frame or another team could try and help them hold off against the remaining Entropic players, but not going to happen. As a matter of fact, they're getting tacked down by them as well. Best of luck. Wants to go for the res. Should be able to, actually. Should be able to get the res up in. Anonymous is by himself, so it's not really the most pressure right now. I think it's knock number 1 on tap as well, so we'll see. Smokes are being lobbed forward. Of course, it's going to attract the attention of Anonymous and potentially some Tornado Energy players over on the other side as well. I'm not sure if they have eyes down here. I don't think they do, but they might just be able to get 3 up here. That would be insane. From just best of luck being alive. It looks like they'll be able to get 3, but no Anonymous. He was waiting for it. He was ready. And he sets them back down to 1 alive again. Kemba is there. 6 smokes, no nades. Anonymous, can you do this? Can you stop it? For Na'Vi, the smokes are great for cover. But they're working out great for Anonymous now as well. Crouch walks his way through. Oh, can't get eyes on. Hello, can I join the house as well? Do they know that he's right there? Goes for the flush. Has to back off immediately. Here comes Game Frame. They're wrapping around. This is when you disengage. This is when you get the hell out of here, Anonymous. But it ain't gonna happen. Tico able to get him down through the smoke. Maybe a little more luck than skill, but headshots connected. Teca's just running around with a pan in his hands. I don't think that's what you want to utilize in this situation. Maybe throw one forward, see if you can get a kill with it. Na'Vi in trouble. They do get the circle towards them. So, Game Frame, do you want to overcommit? Oh, just fully commit, I should say. Not overcommit necessarily, but you want to fully commit to get these kills and potentially go down yourself? Or do you want to just take the other house inside the circle here? Doozy pushes down, finds Tego. AB is just outside the door. They're on each their side here looking for a kill, and AB finds him. They lost 1 though, and here comes Tornado Energy looking to try and take part in this. 3 teams left alive. Liquid has 2 up towards the north. Adusi and Tornado have 10 kills already, and that could be number 11 if they get AB down. Tego is fallen already as well. Party Beetle, Tegas, how do you plan on making this one out? You can't get the rest as there's a billion smokes on the ground. And you have teams on both sides of you. It is first knock on both Tego and AB, so I might argue there's a chance. Smokes up forward. Want to prevent any vision through. Tego is crawling and crawling some more. Does he have a door there to go through? He does. Will he get through it? Yes. Closing the door, saying goodbye. We don't sell the doors. AB flushed out. That's 11th kill confirmed. For Tornado Energy as a circle comes closing on in. Liquid still alive in this. Wouldn't have expected to see that, given how tough a time they had with the crossing. But everyone fighting down here has really made it possible for them to get going. Let's see it. Doozy opens the door, runs on in, immediately spins around and finds one. Teka, seen from the side, has no clue. There's a full team next to him. There's 1 more left to deal with, and Doozy is able to get the double, confirm it, and keep his team alive. And now Liquid, they're in a 2v3. The only thing is they don't know that both the guys on the other side are already knocked. Doozy is crawling off. You'd have to think they commit to that rest as well. Yes, they do. Oh my lord, is that 1 tick? It is. Damn, son. 1 tick. He was almost out of it. But what was a 2v1 in favor of Liquid has now become a 2v3 in favor of Tornado. Only thing being, circle is ending where exactly where K-Mite is right now. And they have just 1 door to deal with. K-Mite. Mexi make that get away from that nade. Adusi finds 1 nade is straight on Mexi. K-Mite is by himself now. 1v2. Aaliyah already out. Flashbang thrown in the air up and over. 16 spare bullets, a busted helmet. Can you do this 1v2? There's the first. Aaliyah's on this side. Gets the flush. 60 HP versus almost full. 29 bullets. Molotov in hand. He's gonna peek with the Molotov. And he's gonna light himself on fire. No, you don't do this, Aaliyah. You don't do this. He's gonna die to his own Molotov. No way that just happened. Team Liquid wins the game with 5 kills in a